Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and surprise, 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 we're going to go ahead and do this for tonight's fantasy draft for the NOFSRL Fantasy League, which is going to be 7 p.m. tonight, so in about 80 minutes, we'll be doing that for the 16 guys who are in the league. Thank you to everybody who signed up for it. And, yeah, this is the unofficial first Napa Fan event under the NOFSRL name. And I am completely throwing this out there out of the blue, so sorry about that, but we got the 16th guy. We're all filled up, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a live race. Now, it's going to be a lot shorter than past kickoff events we've done. Normally, this race has always kind of been a long race, 100 laps at a 1.5 mile track in past years, but today only 20 laps because time restraints. Of course, we're having the draft at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we don't want to take too long with this because there's many other things that I could be doing at the moment that I'm not doing right now. So either way, we are here ready to get the first unofficial NOFSRL race started under Napa Fan. Not really the first official one because that's going to be the ARCA Series opener the end of September. But either way, we're here for the NOFSRL Kickoff event. All 16 guys who are in the league. That's including Cole. I don't know who Cole is, but he's Cole today. Most of them I try to put in on your favorite team. Some of you guys, I didn't know your favorite team, so I just randomly inserted you into a car. And this is the NFL car set that was made by Colin Denton a few years ago. Go check him out. He's a great guy and makes a lot of cool stuff over on his channel, NASCAR Fan 19. So a shout out to him. He's a good friend of Marty's, so gotta keep everything on good tabs. But either way, how this will go, 20-lap race, no pit stops. If a caution happens, the caution will come out, of course. If a wreck happens, I mean, a caution will come out. And the way they finish is how we will set the draft order for tonight's fantasy draft for the NOFSRL Fantasy Football League. So pretty simple and straightforward. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And that's all there is to it. This race is done live. There's not going to be any special editing with this event. So I will have to tell you the entirety of the starting lineup. But how fitting for the first NOFSRL event that the guy who starts on the pole is the NOFSRL President Marty Johnson. And he is in the number 17, the Buffalo Bills machine. Alongside him, it's the 02. This is one of those guys who are randomly inserted, and I did not write down the driver's name, so this is what we're going to do. We don't normally do this for many of our events, but we're going to do it just so I can get everybody straight. That is Julius Anderson in the 02 Houston Texans machine. And this is the one event that I'll put myself in, and that's because I am part of the league, of course, and I want it to be fair for everybody, including myself. So I'm going to be in it. Number 31, Benny Watson, second ever Napa Fan start here today. He's alongside Cole. I don't know who Cole is, so he's just Cole today, but once we find out who he is, if he happens to win, he'll be added to the all-time wins list. I haven't updated that in ages. Nathan Faden in the 59, another one I randomly inserted. Also randomly inserted Cole. He has the Buffalo Bills on his card, but Marty's got that one. Derek Campbell in the 14. Number 12 of Davey Johnson. Number 21 of Adam Lewis. The number 8 of Eli Bright, 68 of Nathan Stapleton, number 25 of Ace Garcia, the 33 machine of Luke Rainey, the number 6 of Fisher G, the 74 of Blaine Keys, Jonathan King in the 36, and then Nick Smith, who won the Fantasy League last year in the Cleveland Browns, number 28. Ready to get this one started from the Charlotte Motor Speedway, Marty Johnson and Julius Anderson were green flag racing in NOFSRL Kickoff 2018. Lap 1, led by yours truly. Here comes Nathan Faden in the number 59, looking to the inside of Benny Watson for the lead. Remember, the way they line up is how they will line up for the draft tonight for the Fantasy Football League, so that's what's at stake here. I want to get that #1 pick. I know who I'm going to be picking if I get #1. Might not be who you expect. Here comes Davy Johnson in the number 12 to the inside of Benny Watson as Faden leads lap #1. Davy Johnson runs second, Benny Watson in third. They are going very, very fast around the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and why not? No caution, or no pit stops, I should say. And you got to get up front now if you're going to have any shot. Here comes the number 8 machine of Eli Bright. He's going to get around Benny Watson here. Marty Johnson, our pole sitter, down the 5th. Julius Anderson. Here's Ace Garcia. Fisher G on the inside. Focus on the defending Fantasy League winner. That was Nick Smith, who had a great team last year. Beat me in the first round of the playoffs and went on to win the championship. So we'll have to see where he falls in place here at Charlotte. But he's got this inside lane right now, looking to get around the 21 machine. That is driven by Adam Lewis. And they're all kind of deep in the field right now, but still a little bit of time left in this race. Lap 5 of 20. Davy Johnson continues to lead in the number 12. Here comes Eli Bright. Benny Watson back to the inside of number 59 machine and Nathan Faden. And here comes Julius Anderson in the 02. It's a great run for Anderson right now. I haven't really seen him race too much this season on Napa Fan, but he's got this opportunity for a Napa Fan win. This will be an official Napa Fan race, so if you get the victory here tonight, you're going to add 1 to that all-time wins list, and I haven't updated that in forever. Hopefully I'll get some time tonight. I'm going to be up all night doing stuff. Don't have to get up early for work tomorrow. That hasn't happened in a long time. I don't work tomorrow. That's like so awesome for the first full day of college football. I'm really excited for that too. Here's Cole. I'm assuming he's one of Marty's friends. I don't know who he could be. I don't think he'd be Cole Deaver. And I don't really know any other Coles, so, you know, he got the Arizona car. He would have been in the Buffalo car if it weren't for Marty, but, hey, Cole's doing pretty good right now. World's greatest name. So, we'll have to see. We got the world's greatest car in this race. I don't think that's going to be the case, because Davy Johnson looks very strong right now in the number 12, pulling out to a significant lead at the moment with Eli Bright, Benny Watson, and Julius Anderson, the top 4. It's really weird to say Benny Watson. I just don't do that. But here I am, running in the 2nd position. And the very good reason why I do not put myself in my own league is because if I win, I know you guys will be upset. And unfortunately, tonight might be one of those cases where I do win. This is, like I said, the only 2nd start I've ever made on my own channel before. The other one was last year's kickoff race, and I crashed out in that one. But right now I'm getting passed there by Julius Anderson as Davy Johnson continues to dominate. What a great run for the number 12 machine. And good, you are a Falcons fan. That's the car you had last year, so I want to make sure I got it right. But Davy Johnson... Of course, it's not his real name, but that's the name he always goes by, and we'll keep his real name secret. But Davy Johnson looking to get that first pick in the draft tonight. We'll have to see if he can get it in that number 12 machine. Julius Anderson, Nathan Faden, and Marty Johnson back to the inside here. The NOFSRL president looking to win the first ever NOFSRL sanctioned event on Napa Fan. That'd be pretty fitting right there. Ace Garcia moving up. Adam Lewis is moving up. And there is the number 98 of Cole. Just outside, just inside the top 10. And there is Nick Smith defending Fantasy League winner, just outside the top 10. Actually, he's 10th right now, so he is in the top 10, right behind Eli Bright in the number 8. Position change right here as the 59 goes to the inside of the 02. That is Nathan Faden driving around Julius Anderson. Davy Johnson has led the most laps so far in this event. He's got a strong chance at getting that first draft pick tonight. Here comes Adam Lewis. What a bold move there by the number 21. He's going to go to the 4th position. 2 for 1 right there on Ace Garcia and Julius Anderson. Really like this track. Charlotte Motor Speedway 2011 is a very good track in NR 2003, given the fact that you can't really do pit stops here without them wrecking every time they come down. But still... Just a very, very fun racetrack here at Charlotte. The speeds are ridiculous, but they don't tend to crash too often. And while we've had Davey Johnson dominate this event, they've been passing for seconds so much they haven't been able to get to him. Well, now Nathan Faden's right here in the 59, looking to close in on the 12 for the lead. And 3 wide for third. Ace Garcia to the inside of Adam Lewis and Marty Johnson. And for the lead, Nathan Faden on Davey Johnson. And that 59 is going to have the inside through turn 1. Will he take it, though? There's no help behind either of these guys. That outside lane can get a run sometimes. They're still 3 wide behind, as Ace Garcia is going to try to move up to the 3rd position. And he will, as he gets around Adam Lewis in the 21. Davey Johnson holding on to the outside, and Nathan Faden as they remain side by side for the lead. Great news for these guys behind to close in for the lead and possibly have a shot at victory. Faden looking back to the inside of Johnson, but Davey Johnson holds on the outside, and he's still out front here in NOFSRL Kickoff 2018. What a great piece of driving right there by Davey Johnson here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here comes Ace Garcia, Julius Anderson. Anderson would love to get a win. They're all closing in on Davey Johnson now. Here comes Nathan Faden to the inside for the lead. He's got it on the number 12 of Davey Johnson. As Johnson slips up way high, he gets the run off the corner again, but Faden is staying to the inside, and he has help from Julius Anderson. Anderson is helping Faden. Garcia is helping Davey Johnson. But finally, Davey Johnson will be dethroned from the top position, and Nathan Faden will lead with 4 laps to go at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here comes Julius Anderson and Ace Garcia. They're all on the inside as they leave Davey Johnson out to dry. Eli Bright's back here. This is the 36 of Jonathan King. We haven't seen him race all year on Napa Fan. Well, here he is. Derek Hamill's all of a sudden up front in the number 14. He's in the top 5. And this race is far from over. Nathan Faden continuing the lead. Here comes Ace Garcia to the inside. That's going to be for second on Julius Anderson. Will Garcia get it on the 0-2? Hey, Nick, you're driving the Browns car. Don't be surprised. Faden pulling away from the number 25. Here comes Eli Bright and Davey Johnson back to the inside. 3 wide. With all this battling going on, Faden is pulling away in the 59. 2 laps to go at Charlotte. Will Nathan Faden get the victory here in NOFSRL Kickoff and get that first draft pick for tonight's draft? It's going to be in about an hour for you guys, so get your ideas ready. This is about to shape up for the order. Eli Bright, the last shot to beat Nathan Faden. He's pulled away from the rest of the field. Davey Johnson trying to take 3rd away. Each position matters throughout the entire season, so we'll have to see who gets it done. 1 lap to go at Charlotte, and Eli Bright is closing right up to the 59. Bright's going to go to the inside. Faden way up the racetrack, and here comes the number 8. Eli Bright side by side with Nathan Faden here at Charlotte, and he's going to drive right by the 59. What a bold move there by Eli Bright. And I think he's going to win this one. On the last lap pass out of nowhere, Eli Bright wins the first ever NOFSRL event on Napa Fan. He gets the first draft pick for tonight's draft, and he wins NOFSRL Kickoff 2018. How about that for Eli Bright? What a great drive on that last lap to drive right by Faden. Faden faded away right there. He did finish second. He'll get the second pick for tonight's draft. Davey Johnson will be 3rd. Adam Lewis and Derek Hamill, top 5. With Ace Garcia, 6th. Pretty good position there. Benny Watson, 7th. That was about like midway through last year, too. Jonathan King, 8th. Julius Anderson. Blaine Keys was in this race, by the way. Then you had Marty Johnson. I believe he finished in 11th. Cole, whoever he is 12th. Luke Rainey. Actually, sorry, Nathan Stapleton finished ahead of Luke Rainey. And then it was Nick Smith and Fisher G. But the winner of the race was Eli Bright, and he will get the first draft pick. That's how the draft order will go, everybody. And, yeah, make your decisions on what you're going to do if you're going to be part of it. Of course, guys, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, if you're part of the NOFSRL Fantasy League, over on NFL.com, that's where the draft will be. I don't plan on live streaming it, and if I do, it'll end up being deleted eventually. Unlike this race, it's going to stay a pretty good event here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and Eli Bright the winner. So, have to see how it all goes down for the draft tonight, if he's going to show up. I hope he does, because he didn't win that race for nothing. But, here we go. Ready to go for the draft. Going to be in an hour, so get your picks ready. We're going to have some fun with this year. Shorter field than we had last year, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine, and we're going to have fun either way. So thank you guys very much for watching, and yeah, have a great night. 7 p.m. on NFL.com. That's when we're doing the draft, so hope you stick around for that. So, yeah, that's how they'll line up. I'll go ahead and get that set over on the league page right now. And we'll do some drafting tonight. So thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Eli Bright tomorrow morning. Chick-fil-A Cup Series from Kansas. It's a good race. It's a pretty good race. I've already recorded it, so I'd recommend that one. If you like this race, I think you'll like Kansas. Very similar racing. So check that out tomorrow morning for the Code 3 Associates 400. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.